All right, this is lesson 4, session 1, okay? So we're going to be working on multiplication, okay?
Yes.
We're going to start. We already did a little bit of your zeros, your ones, your twos. Now, this week we're working on your fives, okay? It says find each sum by skip counting. So go ahead and do 1 and 2 for me, and then we'll figure it out, okay? Together. So it says find each sum by skip counting. Well, let's see how this works. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, right? Let's see if that's correct. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2 would be 14. That's right. How about this one right here? I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 times 5, which is 25. Yep, that sounds about right. All right, let's move on. Okay, go to page 93 in the math book. Go to page 93 in the math book. Page 93 in the math book. It says, what is going on when you multiply? What do you think? Talk to me. Remy? It's kind of like you're adding. Skip counting is when you add them. Okay, what else is going on? Do the numbers increase or decrease? They increase, yeah, they get bigger. Okay. Says you can add to find the total number of objects in different groups. When the groups are equal, you can also multiply to find the total. So draw a picture of 3 equal groups of balloons. Okay. So do this together before we watch the video. So how many equal groups do I need? What does it say? 3. Okay. And how many in each group? 2. Okay, so let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many balloons altogether? 6. Okay. When it's 3 equal groups of 2 balloons each, the multiplication sentence is this. Okay, is this. It's 3 equal groups times 2 in each group, and we counted how many total was it? 6.
Hey kids, I am the number 1, and I'm here to learn more about multiplication. I could really use some help, so do you think you can help me?
Awesome, thank you so much.
My friend the robot is here to help us, so let's go learn about multiplication. I have here a multiplication problem of 5 times 3.
Some of you may
already know multiplication, but I need a little help.
Maybe my robot
friend can bring in something to help me out.
Wait
a minute. My robot brought me some cookies, but how is that going to help me? I know. He wants me to look at different ways to multiply, and drawing a picture is a good way to do this. When multiplying, we can look at the 5 as being the number of groups, and the 3 as the number of objects in the group.
These cookies
show this concept.
There are 5 cookies,
and they are the number of groups.
On each cookie,
there are 3 chocolate chips, and they are the number of objects in each group. Can you please tell me how many chocolate chips there are in all? There are 15 chocolate chips. Great job. We have 5 cookies, which represent the number of groups, and 3 chocolate chips on each cookie that represent the number of objects in each group.
Counting all the
chocolate chips gives us 15.
There
is something really cool about multiplication. Take a look at this.
Here we have
3 cookies, and on each cookie there are 5 chocolate chips.
What we
just did was switch the number of groups and number of objects. The 3 is now the number of groups, and the 5 is now the number of objects in each group.
If we count the chocolate chips,
do we still get 15?
Well, let's do that.
But let's do it by skip counting by 5s. We start counting with this cookie. 5, 10, 15. Great job.
We still get the same answer
if we switch it around.
Let's try a new problem.
Here is 3 multiplied by 4.
We are going to use a
picture again to understand this problem.
Here are 3 cookies,
which shows us the number of groups.
Can you tell me
how many chocolate chips I should put on each cookie?
We
need 4 chocolate chips on each cookie to show the number of objects in each group. Can you count the chocolate chips and tell me what 3 times 4 is?
You
can use skip counting or count by ones.
The answer is 12.
Great job, kids.
3
multiplied by 4 is 12. And we not only know the answer, but we know how multiplication works. I hope you learned a lot like I did. Visit me next time to learn more about math. Now let's eat these cookies. Hey, robot.
All right, so in the previous problem, we had 3 groups, right? Okay. And how many balloons in each one? 2. So I'm still on page 93. And I told you guys that the multiplication sentence was how many groups we have? How many groups we have? 3 times how many in each group? 2. So 3 times 2 is, what's the total? 6. But this one, it says write an addition equation to represent the total your picture shows. Okay? So an addition, okay? So I'm skip counting, right? So how many in this group? 2. How many in that group? 2. How many in this group? 2. I'm just adding every group, every equal group, okay? And this is how it looks when it says to write an addition equation. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So it says complete the sentence to describe the equal groups in your picture. Okay. So how many groups do we have? 3. I'm on page 93 still. And how many were in each group? 2. So how many total? 6. So then my multiplication equation is 3 times 2 equals 6. All right. Excellent. Okay, you can model multiplication with equal groups. Circle the tennis balls to show 3 equal groups of 4. All right. Let's see, here's one group. Here's another group. And here's another group because my instruction says to circle the tennis balls, right? In groups of 4. Okay. That's it. It didn't say to, okay, let's see what else. Let's keep going. All right, let's answer these right here. Okay, it says use the picture of equal groups above, which is the previous one. That was this one. That one, okay? Okay. To show what the multiplication equation means. Okay. So it says fill in the blanks. Okay. The equal sign means what? In total. Yes, it means total. The equal sign does not mean plus. It means total. If I'm right, what are you supposed to be doing? There you go. So 3 is a factor that tells how many. The first number tells me how many what? Okay, but how many? We circled how many what? In the previous page.
Like the things the objects are in.
We circled how many here? What were these called? Groups. There you go. So the 3, it tells you how many groups you have. Okay. The 12 is the product or the result. Okay. It tells, the equal sign tells, it's your total. The equal sign tells you what's the total. The X means to, what does the X mean to do? Times, or what's the other word? Multiply. We want to use that. Multiply, okay? The 4, okay, is a factor that tells you how many are in each group, right? And it says 12 is a product, okay, a result. It tells how many balloons in total, okay? So when you see 3 times 4 equals 12, you say 3 times 4 equals 12, just like that. It says you can also model multiplication with an array. Ah, anybody know where you've seen this before?
It's like a display.
Yeah. But when you log into your computer and you go to Google Drive, okay, there's an array where you click and then you have to click Google Classroom. Remember that? That's what it is. Okay. All right. It says you can also model multiplication with an array. An array has rows. They go horizontal. And they have columns. They go vertical. Okay. Okay. It says fill in the blanks. So how many rows do I have in this array? How many rows going across? Scarlett? 3. How do I know that? Because of this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many rows with how many columns? Rami? No, not rows. I want columns going up and down. Okay. Allison? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 rows with 4 columns is how many? What's the total? What's the total? Tell me, everybody. 12. How do I know that? I can count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So what's my multiplication equation? Looks like this. How many rows again? 3 times how many columns? 4. What's the product? 12. The word product is the answer to a multiplication equation, okay?